And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Yeah, we got institutional news today. I'm telling you what, you all have seen this the past month. Since January, all the institutions are starting to pile in. I haven't seen anything like this at all. When everything dumped back in October, we had that massive dump in crypto prices. In October, everything went all bad price-wise. Then all the institutions started coming in. I'm like, whoa. So we're seeing it right now. I don't care what happens with these prices right now. Like, none of this makes sense. The news that I have, all the institutions are coming in. They're all getting ready. We're seeing crypto laws. The president is probably in about 2 months or whatever it is going to sign crypto laws. The news that I have now for at least since January and February, it's all about institutions. The banks are getting crypto licenses. The crypto companies are getting banking licenses. It's all coming. People are like, oh, why are these crypto prices so low? Look, I don't have all these answers, but I know what cryptos are good. I know what institutions are hooking up with what cryptos. I don't know when these prices take off. Like, I'm just like you. Like, I'm like, whoa, what is going on here with the price? I'm not worried about the price. I invest in good cryptos. I know what are good cryptos. I know what companies are hooking up with who. As far as the prices, that happens when it happens. I don't control that. I don't know. What I do know is they're not going to fool me. They're not going to trick me. I'm not selling off of all my crypto and be like, no, I'm staying right where I'm at. Because I know these cryptos cannot operate at the cheap prices they are. XRP can't work at $1.30. That's not even physically possible. My job is going to show you, I'm going to do research, and I'm going to show you evidence. I don't know when the prices take off. I don't know. I'm not concerned. I can't control that. I know they're not going to scare me out of this crypto. I missed every single innovation. I'd never invested in Apple computers. I never invested in this or that because I didn't know. I didn't understand. Right now, I don't know when certain crypto prices take off. I don't understand. And you know what? It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to get into this. I am into this deep. I am into cryptocurrency heavily. And whenever they take off with the prices, I'm fine with that. They're not scaring me out. When crypto prices dump, I'm not like, oh, I need to sell off. I'm losing money. Oh, no, I know where this ends up. See, all the other people in crypto, all the speculative people, they're all gone. All the speculators, they're all gone in crypto. It's just you and me left. I will be here if XRP, I don't care if everything dumps, XRP hits 20 cents, 15 cents, 5, it won't ever go back down. And if it does, oh shit, I'm buying. I can't control. I don't know how they're going to let this loose. I know they're not going to be paying these banks, they're not going to pay $20 for an XRP. It's not going to happen. All the people that got in first to all these cryptos like XRP or whatever it might be, they were speculators. They don't even know. They don't. See, people like you and me, we know XRP can't be $1.30 and do what it has to do. If cryptos, when they get real world use case, XRP can't work at $1.30. What if JP Morgan's wants to send $500 million to somebody instantly, and all these other banks want to do the same thing? There's not enough. The XRP at $1.30 is not going to work. See, XRP is a bridge, so it has to hold the value for that transaction. That's just not going to work when it's $1.30. It's not possible. When all these banks want to send hundreds of millions of dollars instantly, they can't do it. Not with XRP at $1.30. That's not going to happen. It can't physically bridge. If JP Morgan wanted to send $500 million at once, there'd have to be an appropriate amount of XRP, but that's just one bank. What if all the people in the world started to want to send money? XRP is not going to work at $1.30. It's not possible. So there has to be. I was talking to a $500 member, $500 for 3 months. I was talking to this person, and we're like, look, we know, you and me, that's why I told this person, you and me know XRP can't be $1.30 and work. It's not possible. It's got to be like $500 or something like that. It's not going to work at $1.30. Because if all these banks, what if one bank wanted to move $1 billion? You'd have to have 500 million XRP, right? You're almost using all the XRP. This is not going to happen. XRP can't be $1.30. Then we started thinking, well, what would the price have to be to make it work? They're not going to fool me out of my crypto. I invest in real world use case crypto. I'm not concerned. I'm not selling off. I'm not scared. I know what I've bought. XRP cannot work at $1.30. Ripple, XRP, whatever all this stuff is, and the government's involved. You got Ripple Russia, Ripple China. They've been doing all this for like 12 years. There's something going on. I'm not missing out. I'm not going away. I'm not selling. I know something's going on. If XRP hits 10 cents, then it hits 10 cents. I'm not concerned. I didn't spend 6 years studying XRP and these other cryptos. I did not spend 6 years to just walk away with $25,000 and sell off everything. No, that will not happen. There's something going on that I cannot see. There's dark pools. There's private ledgers. There's things we don't see. They are buying and using and tokenizing crypto where we cannot see. People have sold. These speculator people have sold off. I'm not going anywhere. I don't think you are either. I don't understand how all this works. I don't have to. I know I'm not leaving. Half the people in crypto are gone. At least 50% are gone. That's fine. I don't care what other people do. I know what I do. I know what I'm not gonna do. I don't understand how they're doing all this, and that's A-okay with me. I'm walking away with millions of dollars. I'm not selling off my crypto. I'm going to sell off my crypto and make $50,000 and go away like a little bitch or something. No. Oh, no. I'm not selling anything at all. I got it all in fire blocks, just like the biggest banks in the world. I'm trying to keep my crypto with them. And whatever happens, I'm fine. I will wait. Now, we have a couple tricks in the $500 group. I talked to some people yesterday and I'm explaining to them, here's what I'm going to do. When crypto gets green lighted by the president and everybody comes rushing back into crypto, look, we're predicting this. This is fun. We're able to predict what's going to happen to some, I don't know exact dates and times. We know the president is going to greenlight crypto. We know all the people that used to be in crypto that got out, they're coming right back in. We know right now crypto prices are super, super cheap. And I'm fine. I don't mind that. I love it. I'm buying crypto when I can. These are super cheap prices. Sooner or later, they're all going to come back in fast, like Fast and the Furious. They're going to come. The president's going to sign crypto laws, and then bam, everybody's coming back. You and me are watching this. It will happen. Look, the president's going to sign crypto laws and regulations. You think nobody's going to come back to crypto? Oh, no, they are. This is where we're going to make money. Everybody left. Crypto price, I want you to see this. People that are brand new, if you've been watching some other program, I'm going to help you out here. What are the steps to donate $500 to the Crypto Hulk? You just look at the bottom. I can't believe you're asking that question, but I mean, if you look at the bottom right corner of your screen, you see a happy face, a money symbol, and a plus sign. You simply push the money symbol and then super chat. You click that, and then you determine how much money you want to put. I mean, I don't know if that should be pretty self-explanatory right there. So yeah, I was looking at my Top Shot stuff. Let's get into the news. This news every day, I'm telling you, it's just amazing. Ford House Super Lot. Thank you very much for that. So let's look. I got rookie numbers. Right here, NASDAQ. So let's go over this. I'm just showing you what's going on. It's amazing. You got the NASDAQ Stock Exchange, and they're hooking up with Bourse Stuttgart, Germany. I want you to see how it's all going down right now, everybody. You have one of the biggest United States exchanges, the NASDAQ, and they're hooking up with Europe, and they're connecting with Europe. This is what's happening right in front of us. The NASDAQ in something called Saturn, Seturion. NASDAQ and Saturn have formed a strategic partnership to connect NASDAQ's European trading venues to Saturn to facilitate trading of tokenized securities that will be settled through the platform. With an initial focus on structured products, the companies will work to expand the network of institutions connecting to Secturion, creating an ecosystem of issuers, brokers, and other industry partners across Europe. Everybody, do you not see what's going on? But Crypto Hulk, the prices are so low. But Crypto Hulk, why is the prices not going up? But Crypto Hulk, the price. But Crypto Hulk, the price. But Crypto Hulk, the price. Have you not heard of dark pools, dummy? Dark pools. Private ledgers. You haven't heard any of these things? You were just born yesterday, right? That's why you're going to get wrecked. Dark pool. Okay, let me break this down for people that are brand new or maybe you're intellectually challenged. I don't want to say fucked up because that would be wrong. So let's say you're intellectually challenged. Dark pools are ways for these rich stockbroker, whoever these people are, it's ways for them to buy crypto and it doesn't show up on any order books. Private ledgers are there for these rich people to buy crypto for you not to see. JP Morgan, the Canton Network, and all that. Let me tell you something about this Canton and these other ones. What the banks are doing is they're telling Congress, like the Democrats are on their hands and knees sucking this dick so bad, like it's their last dick they're ever going to suck. The Democrats are working with the banking system to fuck us over. See what's going on with Canton is all these, what Canton has is a way for all these people to make money, buying and selling cryptos, staking where they can earn yield. And they don't have to have it all backed up with one-to-one. Like for every see Circle, here's how it works. For Circle to function, for every circle that they sell, they have to put one of those circles in the bank. If they've got 3 billion circles in circulation, they have to have one in the bank to set aside. They have to have $1 set aside. Let me tell you something. The banks are lying. And it's like nobody sees this. What's going on is this. The banks are saying, oh, we need investor protection. If you're going to have a stable coin, you need to put, for every one stable coin that you sell, you need to put it in a vault somewhere and protect it. Because you need to do the same thing that the banks are doing. The banks aren't doing this. See, the banks are lying. And the Democrats are getting money from the banks. So here's the game that's happening. Currently, the banking system, they operate on fractional reserve lending. What does that mean? Well, I go to the bank and put in $100. I'm thought to believe that my $100 is sitting in a vault being protected. What's actually happening is the bank takes 99 of those $100 and then loans them to other people to make money. So in actuality, in the bank, they only have $1 for every 99 that I put in. If I give the bank $100, they keep $1, put it in the vault, and they loan out the other 99. Well, wait a second, Crypto Hulk. Why are the banks telling stablecoin companies for every one stablecoin they have to have, they've got to keep one in the bank. The banks aren't even doing this. That's what's going on. So with Canton Network and all these other banking kind of cryptos, they're not even doing what they're supposed to do. See, with the Canton Network, JP Morgan can come out with their JP Morgan coin and they can make 100 of them, right? They can make 100 and sell, lend, lease, whatever, 99 and only keep one in the bank. This whole thing about banks, like, oh, you can't have average people lending crypto. That's what they're doing on Canton. JP Morgan, Canton is a private platform. What you don't, I'm going to tell you what you don't see. These banks are going to fractionally lend out crypto, but they're telling the stable coins you can't do the same thing. They're telling crypto companies, see, banks taking $100 again, they take it $100 and then they loan out $99. Well, CryptoHawk, that means they're only putting $1 out of 100 in the bank. But then the banks are telling the stablecoin companies, if you loan out $100 worth of crypto, you've got to have $100 worth in the bank. Oh, see, that's what's going on. Now let's get back to this here. We've got the NASDAQ has formed a relationship with Germany. They're connecting. Pretty soon they're going to lend all these cryptos out and this and that. They're not going to put them one-to-one. They're going to make the crypto companies. See, what's going on is this. The people in charge, all the banks right now, the investment houses, they're going to require crypto companies that want to do staking. If you have somebody who buys $1,000 worth of Circle, you need to keep $1,000 worth of Circle in the bank. But JP Morgan's not going to do that. But they're going to require crypto companies to do this. I want you to see what's going on right now, right in front of us. The banks are fighting so hard for crypto companies. If you're going to loan out, if somebody buys $1,000 worth of Circle, then you need to put $1,000 worth of Circle in the vault. The banks aren't doing that. Oh, that's what's going on right now. Now we're reading here where the NASDAQ is joining with Europe. I want you to see what we have going on. It's all starting to come together. The banks doing all this secret private ledger stuff. And you got now the American NASDAQ joining up in Germany. Deutsche Börse. NASDAQ. Hooking up with Centurion. Very, very interesting. They're creating an ecosystem of issuers, brokers, and other industry partners across Europe. Börse Stuttgart Group recently launched Centurion. Germany's biggest bank just launched this company called Centurion as a settlement platform. Everybody, they're getting all hooked up as we speak right now. I don't know how they're dumping these crypto prices, but I told you 5 years ago they would do this. Go back and watch Crypto Hulk Show 5 years ago. I predicted all of this. They're not going to pay $20 for an XRP. These companies here, they're going to get XRP as cheap as they can. I've already went over about 3-4 months ago. We went over an article where a company told us when XRP was $3.80, they were paying $1.30 or whatever it was. That's how this works. They don't pay what you pay. I just want to let you know. XRP right now looks like it's $1.40. Maybe they're paying 75 cents. Ripple's selling it off. See, you and me are paying the high price. That's how this works. You and me are paying the high price. They're not paying that. When they're buying XRP, it's like 75 cents. The firms say the collaboration is a step towards transforming Europe's fragmented settlement landscape and improving efficiency in European capital markets through distributed ledger technology. Tokenization. Here's what they're saying about tokenization. Tokenization presents a transformative opportunity to address inefficiencies in settlement and securities processing workflows. The partnership builds on our broader vision for the future of market infrastructure. With Saturian, we are building the pan-European settlement platform for tokenized assets. It's all happening right in front of us every day. But Crypto Hulk, the prices. Look, you got to stop with this price stuff, okay? You are conditioned. You were brainwashed. Somehow in your head, price matters. These people are not paying $1.30 for XRP. They're paying probably 50 cents. Ripple sets the price and can sell XRP, whatever they want, off chain on a private ledger somewhere. That's what they're all doing. They're not paying $1.50 like us. They're probably paying 50 cents. See, brand new people, look, price doesn't matter. They have dark pools. They have private ledgers. Do you not understand this? They're not paying. Whatever it shows, they're not paying that. They're buying and selling crypto on private ledgers we cannot see. It's private. That's what Canton Network is. It's a private network. We can get the coin, but we can't see what's going on in the network. Well, that's fucked up, Crypto Hulk. Yes, life is. Very much so life is. And that's how it works. Now, with this Saturian, I'm going to go over briefly this deep dive. It's a huge deep dive, and I'm not going over it completely. Saturian is a pan-European blockchain-based settlement platform for tokenized assets, launched by Boris Stuttgart Group in 2025. Saturian leverages distributed ledger technology. Look, I'm just letting you know, all this shit, it's not on Ethereum. Look, these projects, they will start on Ethereum just because I don't know the whole reasoning behind all this shit. It starts with Ethereum and it moves on to other things after that. That's how they do it. And this crypto here, it leverages distributed ledger technology. This is trying to unify. This right here is trying to unify Europe's fragmented post-trade infrastructure. This platform, I want you to pay attention because we already know what it is. It's XRP and it's XDC. This platform supports all asset classes on a public and private blockchain. See what we got going on here? An interoperable blockchain they're using. Well, we know that's not Ethereum. It's not Bitcoin. Deutsche Börse. This is what's going on, everybody. They're connecting the American Stock Exchange to the German. Right here is one example. I'm showing you right here how it all is starting right here. This is not making the news. Average people don't know about this. I'm showing you right here how the United States NASDAQ exchange is hooking up with Europe. Centurion is built on the regulatory and operational experience of BX Digital. Boris Stuttgart's Swiss FINMA license. So everything's back to Switzerland. If you notice this stuff, if you've been in crypto a long time like me, you've noticed what's with Switzerland. What is going on with Switzerland? Everybody, that's where the 5 families of the world. I've been telling you, and now you look back, damn, Crypto Hulk was right this whole time. Holy shit. Switzerland, Germany, Fedor Bank, Ripple's First Bank, Fedor Bank. These other people on YouTube, they have no idea. They have no fucking clue. If you were to ask your favorite YouTuber, and they claim to know about Ripple and all that, ask them, what was Ripple's first bank they joined with? I don't know. It's Fedor Bank, a German bank. And who bought that bank out? France. And who controls the XRP ledger? France. Oh, shit. But everything comes out of Switzerland also. So something's going on with the Swiss government and the 5 families of the world. When you watch Crypto Hulk show, you start seeing all these connections like this. And you're like, oh, damn, Crypto Hulk was right this whole time. Yes. Now I'm going to look through here just a little bit. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Societe Generale is mixed up with this. That's a massive Ripple partner. Societe Generale, they're tied in with the Roth, and I won't say child family. So the NASDAQ, Ripple partner, Societe Generale is mixed up. Chainlink is mixed up in this. Now, what's interesting is the guy that is working, that's in charge of all of this. His name is Samuel Bisig, B-I-S-I-G. He's the Chief Technology Officer for Centurion. Now, I want you to see something here. Very interesting. He just happens to go to Switzerland. He has a degree from a Swiss college, but also he's got a master's in business administration from the Quant School of Business in Washington, D.C. Oh, that's very interesting, huh? Just happened to graduated with a master's in business from Washington, D.C., Quant School of Management. Let me look here. You got DZ Bank mixed up in this, Ripple Partner. All these banks, if I were to look it up, it's either connected to XRP, XLM, or XDC. Let me look. Signum Bank. So what happens is February 2026, this crypto platform made a partnership with Bricken, BRICKKEN, and they're going to integrate ERC, which is Ethereum, 7943 into what's called CMTAT for compliance. They adopted Chainlink as interoperable standard, upgraded to CMTAT to Open Zeppelin. So that's what they do a lot of times. They'll start with this Ethereum, which makes no sense to me. They just start with Ethereum, I think, to keep Ethereum alive for some reason, and then they switch to something else afterwards. I see this every single time. Chainlink, Open Zeppelin. Okay, that is. I will call this a wrap. The NASDAQ. Now, with NASDAQ, let's look up really quick. This is where R3 comes in. The R3 crypto platform with NASDAQ. Oh, damn. Hold on a second. Look right there. There's your evidence. You got NASDAQ with R3. But look what we got here. R3, the crypto platform, is going to use XDC crypto. There's your evidence right here. Let me show you that. That's probably why you should buy XDC crypto. Let me add in, somebody just joined. WD. We got BC now. $98.24. Okay. Let me give you my Instagram. Here's how you contact me. On Instagram, there's my Instagram address. And here's my X. Right here. Okay. Now, let's look. What we're seeing are crypto platforms connecting globally. This is a trend I want you to see right here. You got James Roth in France, Amschel in Germany, Edmund in Switzerland. Interesting. That's the answer where all the roads lead to this country. But yeah, that's where these Roth people, they're connected like that. So here is the Zag trader. I want you to see another example. Here's another example of globally. These crypto platforms are hooking up globally. I want you to see this trend. This one's called Zag Trader, Z-A-G, one word, Zag Trader, one word. It's a Dubai-based global financial tech company providing institutional infrastructure across trading, fully integrated securities and borrowing. I want you to see this because I'm going to show you what cryptos are involved with this right here. When you read this article, right here, it's like, boring. No, because I'm showing you what's going on. What we do on Crypto Hulk channel is we look at fundamentals. I want you to see what they're building. I want you to see what cryptocurrencies are they building with. That's how we know to invest on this channel. We invest in what's building the foundation. On this channel, we're not buying what crypto goes up, or I don't care about that. What I buy is what's building the foundation. Zag Trader is designed to enable brokers and financial institutions to offer structured securities lending and short selling capabilities. The new module forms part of Zag Trader's broader institutional infrastructure. What we're seeing again over and over and over, institutions, you guys, coming in. Institutions linking up and hooking up to the future of finance. You're seeing it all right in front of you right here. Let's look at the deep dive here. This Zag Trader, what is Zag Trader? Answer, Ripple. Zag Trader is Ripple. Let's look at the evidence here on what we're dealing with Zag Trader, okay? Crypto Hulk, Zag Trader, what do I care about that? Why is Zag Trader? Crypto Hulk, I've never even heard of Zag Trader. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you why. Zag Trader is a Dubai-based fintech company founded in 2009. Well, Crypto Hulk, that was the same year that Bitcoin came out. Oh, just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. Is it really? Zag Trader specializes in providing institutional infrastructure. Everybody, Zag Traders for institutions. But Crypto Hulk, wait a second. Crypto Hulk, it almost seems like everything you're talking about now is institution. Yeah. You're seeing it, aren't you? Everything I'm talking about is institutional now. All of a sudden, 2026, the year 2026, January, February, now we're in March. Crypto Hulk, every day, every article now, you're talking about institutional dealing with crypto. Yes, now you get it, don't you? Now you're seeing it, don't you? 2026 is the year. This is the year institutions are getting all set up with cryptocurrency. Every article, it seems like every single article is with institutions. This is just what I'm saying. This is what I'm showing you. If the crypto prices are cheap, that's just how it is. These institutions are all coming in one by one. I'm reading all these articles. It's not about retail like you and me. It's institutions coming in, getting their DeFi hooked up, all of them. Now, the prices are cheap. That means we buy, because sooner or later, this shit takes off. I don't know when. I'm not complaining. Cheap prices right now means buy, buy, buy. Later, when this skyrockets, you're priced out. You can't buy anymore. You're done. This ZAG trader operates at the intersection of traditional finance and digital assets. This ZAG trader enables platforms for crypto exchanges, tokenization, and institutional trading. Everybody, institutional trading. This is the year right now for institutions. They're all coming in. I want you to see it. This is not the time for you to sell crypto and make money. Have you not seen it? This ain't the time to talk about, well, Crypto Hulk, what crypto can I sell to make money? You need to shut up, for real. You need to shut up and look, watch my program. What are we talking about here? Every damn day, it's institutions coming in, getting set up. This is where we're at. You get rich last. Do you not understand it? You're not going to get rich before the biggest, richest banking companies in the world. You got to start understanding this stuff. Please don't act like you're 5 years old and you don't know. And Crypto Hulk, when are we going to get rich? And I in Crypto Hulk, and now I got shitty diapers. Crypto Hulk, why are my diapers all shitty? Some of you guys ask the dumbest fuck. You see, I know you don't watch my program. Some of you don't. It's embarrassing. You ask the stupidest, fucked up questions. If you would just watch my program, you'd know why all this stuff's going on. Now let's look here at this ZAG trade. Let me look at something here real quick. ZAG trade I know they're mixed in with the Ansari exchange. ZAG trade they're mixed in as partners with the AL, and then Ansari, ANSARI exchange. ZAG trading is mixed up with the Ansari exchange. That's a Ripple partner. That's where all this goes right here. Let me show you. Ripple is a partner with them 5 years ago. Look at this right there. Al-Ansari Exchange taps RippleNet cloud to enable cross-border remittances to Malaysia and all that. This is how it all goes down, everybody, right there. We're talking about a Dubai Zag trading company. They're dealing with crypto. The parent company is the Al-Ansari Exchange right there. So the guy, his name is Shahib Khalil. Let me show you this right here. All this shit is Ripple. Al-Ansari Exchange, founded by Shahib Khalil. Watch very closely right here. Al-Ansari Exchange is founded by this guy named Shahib Khalil. And Al-Ansari Exchange is a Ripple partner. Zag Trader is an unfunded, privately held company. Who is the founder? Who is the founder of Zag Trader? Shahib Khalil, Ripple partner. Shahib Khalil, whatever this dude's name is, Khalil, he founded Zag Trader. He also founded Al-Ansari Exchange. That's a Ripple partner. How does Zag Trader move crypto all over the world? Through Al-Ansari Exchange, utilizing Ripple XRP technology. There you go. Not with Ethereum. Now, I have a fun little article here. If some of you guys want to do some stock trading, I'm going to show you how to make 15% on your money in the next few months. Some of you guys are rich out there. This is an article here from oilprice.com. How Chevron's new deals could transform Iraq's production outlook. Chevron replaces Russian firms. Listen to this right here. I want you to see something. If you're a rich guy, and some of you guys are like, I got a lot of crypto and this and that. I need something else to invest in. Right here. Chevron replaces Russian firms in key Iraqi oil fields. This is something you're not seeing on the news. What happened is in Iraq, they've got rid of Russia, oil and gas. Chevron, a United States company, moved into Iraq to take over drilling for oil. Everybody, I want you to see what's going on. What happened in Iran? Oh, United States bombed the fuck out of Iran to stop their oil from going to Russia and China. What happened in Venezuela? What happened in Venezuela? The United States took that over to stop Russia and China from getting oil. Crypto Hawk, what's happening in Iraq now? America came in to stop Russia from getting the oil. Chevron moved into Iraq. Chevron replaces Russian firms in key Iraqi oil fields, taking over West Qurna too, and United States is taking over major new developments. The United States kicked out Luke Oil, Lukoil, and the United States kicked out Rosneft, Rosneft. This, what just happens right here, pay attention. This weakens Russian and Chinese influences in Iraq. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want you to see what's going on here. I know this particularly isn't crypto related, but I want you to see something because it deals with money and the dollar and that kind of deals with crypto. I want you to see something. What is going on is America has tied the dollar to oil. We shut down Iran. Iran's not sending any more oil to Russia or China. That's very, very bad for them. But that's very, very good for the USA. Venezuela. United States took that over. That's the second country. Right here is Iraq. We control their oil now. It's called Chevron. The United States dollar is going to start going up in value. This could cause gold to drop in price. I'm just showing you right now. Very important news. Yeah, I have a little deep dive on this. It's going to cause about 15%. Chevron, the price of Chevron stock will go up 15% in the short term. This is what Grok's saying right here. So I just want to let you know, not a big deal. And we got about 3 minutes until the show is over. Let me check some comments here real quick. Senor Rojo says, you all know you can stake HBAR in the Hashpack wallet. Just saying. I need Joshua Tree Trucker says, I need to get my Constellation DAG off Uphold, but I don't know who else will hold it. Let's see. Jonathan Rogers says I've got a membership program. It's $500 for 3 months. Joshua's like, the 3-month plan is legit. Had my first phone call last night. Yes, he did. You will love... When you get that $500 membership for 3 months, you'll be like, wow, this is too easy. Because I can break stuff down that I don't break down on the show right here. And people that join that $500 group, they're like, wow, this shit is too fucking easy to get rich. I'm like, yeah, it is. And then when I tell you what we're doing, you'll be like, well, this is like common sense stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's no kind of secret. It's common sense stuff that you really don't see because you're busy. You're trying to balance the family. balance your job, this and that. You don't have to. This is what I do. This is all I do. So this is the world that I'm in. And when I tell you how we're doing this on the $500 group, you got 3 months, and we break down everything you need to know. It's very easy. It's not even tough at all. All right. I think I will end this program right here. Later, I'm going to call some $500 people. I might have a show on the PM for tonight. I don't know exactly. I won't be able to make one tomorrow morning. Monday morning in the United States, I will not be able to have a program. So I might make one tonight. I got to think about that one. I'll see y'all in the next broadcast.